My name is Julia, and tonight I am wearing the most expensive and painful uniform in the world. A lavender silk bridesmaid dress that cost more than my monthly rent and feels heavier than a suit of armor. Tomorrow, Mariana, my childhood best friend, is getting married. To the rest of the world, to the society pages covering the wedding of the year, I am the loyal, supportive soul sister, radiant with shared happiness. The truth is sharper, colder. I am in mourning, because the woman about to walk down that aisle isn't just my best friend. She is the love of my life, and the worst part is she knows it. We are at the rehearsal dinner, trapped in a ballroom that smells of overpriced lilies and old money. Mariana sits at the head table, looking beautiful and brittle, like a porcelain doll that has already been glued back together 3 times. She doesn't look at me. She can't. If she looks at me, she might shatter, and the deal she made with the devil, also known as Andre, her fiancé, will fall apart. Andre is her family's savior, the suave, shark-like magnate who quietly covered the multi-million-dollar embezzlement hole Mariana's father left in the company accounts before his convenient, stress-induced heart attack. The wedding isn't a celebration. It's the final transaction. She is the payment. I try to drink my wine discreetly, wishing the floor would open up and swallow me whole. But Andre, with his predator's instinct for weakness, loves a show. He stands up, tapping his platinum fork against a crystal goblet. The sharp sound cuts through the polite chatter like a knife. "Attention, everyone," he projects, his voice smooth, practiced in boardrooms. He drapes an arm possessively over Mariana's bare shoulders. She flinches, a tiny, almost imperceptible spasm of revulsion. "Only I see it. Tomorrow is the big day. But tonight I want to hear from the Maid of Honor." My eyes widen. This wasn't in the script. He points a manicured finger directly at me. "Come on up here, Julia. Don't be shy. We all know you and Mari are inseparable." He pauses, and there is a distinct, venomous poison in that word. He suspects. He has always suspected the true nature of those summer trips we took during university. "Tell us how happy you are to finally lose her to a real man." The room chuckles. A polite, cruel sound. He is humiliating me. He is using my heartbreak as dinner-time entertainment for his business partners. I stand up. My legs are trembling under the silk. I walk toward them, feeling every gaze like a physical blow. I take the microphone. I look at Mariana. Her eyes are wide pools of panic. She is begging me silently, "Don't do anything stupid. Please just pretend." I take a deep breath. The metallic taste of the lie is already coating my tongue. I have 2 choices. Tell the truth and destroy her life right now, or lie and destroy mine forever. "Mariana," I start, and my voice cracks, betraying everything. Andre grins, waiting for my collapse. I cleared my throat, forcing the tremor out of my voice. I looked away from Andre's smug, victorious face and focused solely on Mariana. If I had to lie, I would lie only to her. "Mariana," I began again, stronger this time. "They say that to love someone is to want their happiness above your own. And I have loved you since we were 7 years old and you shared your crayons with me." A soft awe rippled through the room. They didn't understand. They thought I was talking about friendship. Mariana understood. Her lower lip trembled. "I have watched you grow into the most incredible woman I know. You are fiercely loyal. You would sacrifice anything, even yourself, for the people you love." I saw her flinch. It was a compliment to the room, but an accusation to her. And that's why I know you will be the wife you have chosen to be, because when you make a promise, you keep it, no matter the cost. I turned to Andre. It took every ounce of my willpower not to throw the wine in his face. "Andre, you have won the greatest prize in this room. Take care of her, because if you break her heart, you won't just answer to her father. You'll answer to me." There was a beat of silence, and then polite applause filled the room. I had done it. I had walked the tightrope without falling. I handed the microphone back to Andre, who looked momentarily disappointed that I hadn't broken down in tears, but quickly recovered his shark-like grin. "Beautiful words, Julia. Very touching." I walked back to my seat, feeling hollowed out. The rest of the dinner was a blur of clinking glasses and false laughter. When it finally ended, I escaped to the hotel terrace. The night air was cold, a relief after the suffocating atmosphere of the ballroom. I lit a cigarette, a habit I only indulged in when my anxiety was bordering on a panic attack. "You shouldn't smoke," It ruins your voice. I didn't turn around. I knew her scent before I heard her footsteps. Vanilla and something uniquely her. Mariana stood by the railing, looking out at the city lights. She had taken off the massive diamond engagement ring. She was twisting it nervously between her fingers. "Great speech," she murmured, not looking at me. "Lies usually sound better than the truth," I replied, exhaling smoke. "Why did you let him do that to me, Mari? Why did you let him bait me? I can't stop him, Julia, you know that. He owns us. He owns my father's legacy, my mother's house, everything. If I don't marry him tomorrow, he releases the audit documents. My father goes to prison. My mother ends up on the street." She finally turned to me, her eyes red-rimmed. "I don't have a choice." "You always have a choice," I said, tossing the cigarette. "Run away with me, tonight. We have enough money to start over somewhere else." "And leave my parents to him? I can't." She stepped closer. The magnetic pull between us is undeniable as gravity. "But what you said in there, about loving me above your own happiness. Did you mean it?" "Every word." She closed the distance. Her hand, cold and trembling, touched my cheek. "Then let me go, Julia. If you love me, let me do this. Don't make it harder." Her plea hung in the cold night air, a horrible echo of the love we couldn't have. Let me go. It was the one thing I didn't know how to do. I pulled away from her touch before I did something reckless, like kiss the bride 12 hours before her wedding. "Fine," I whispered, my voice rough with unshed tears. "If that's what you want, I'll stand there tomorrow. I'll hold your bouquet. I'll smile for the pictures. And then, I'm gone, Mariana. I can't watch you become his property. I won't." Her face crumpled, a mask of pure agony. "Julia, please don't." "Goodbye, Mari." I walked away, leaving her alone on the terrace with her diamond shackle. I didn't sleep that night. I lay in the opulent hotel bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying every memory, every secret glance, every stolen moment that had led us here. By dawn, I felt brittle, like dried leaves ready to crumble. The wedding morning was chaotic. Makeup artists, hairdressers, photographers, an army of people paid to make the sacrifice look like a fairy tale. I was in the bridal suite, zipped into my lavender dress, trying to avoid Mariana's mother, Renata. Renata was a woman who valued social standing above oxygen. She knew about me. She had walked in on us once, years ago, and she despised me for it. "Fix your face, Julia," she snapped at me when we were alone for a second, arranging Mariana's veil. "You look like you're attending a funeral. Try to at least pretend you're happy for my daughter." "I am happy for her," I retorted, ice in my tone. "I'm just sad she has to sell herself to cover her father's incompetence." Renata grabbed my arm, her perfectly manicured nails digging into my skin. "You listen to me, you little dyke. You will not ruin this day. You will smile, and you will shut up, or I will make sure you never work in this city again." She released me and swept out of the room just as Mariana emerged from the dressing area. She was breathtaking, a vision in white lace and silk, a princess from a storybook. But her eyes were dead. "Leave us," she told the makeup artist quietly. When we were alone, the silence was heavy. "You look beautiful," I said, because it was the truth, even if it hurt. Mariana didn't say thank you. She walked over to her purse, which was sitting on the vanity. She didn't take out a lipstick or a tissue. She took out a plain manila folder. "Last night," she said, her voice devoid of emotion. "After you left the terrace, I went to Andre's room. He was drunk, passed out. I knew he kept the insurance, the audit documents against my father, in his safe. He always bragged about the combination being the date he bought me." She held out the folder to me. "It wasn't just embezzlement, Julia. My father didn't just lose money. Andre set him up. He orchestrated the bad investments, pushed him into debt, and then offered the bailout that required my hand in marriage. It was all a long, sick game to get me." I took the folder, my hands shaking. I opened it. Bank transfers, emails, incriminating memos. It was all there. Proof that Andre hadn't saved her family. He had engineered their downfall just to possess her. Rage, hot and blinding, washed over me. "Mariana, we have to take this to the police. Right now. You don't have to marry him." She shook her head slowly, a sad, resigned smile on her lips. "If I take this to the police, my father still goes to jail for his part in it. Andre made sure he was complicit. The scandal would still destroy my mother. It doesn't change the outcome, Julia. It just changes the villain. So what are you going to do? I asked, desperate. You can't still marry him knowing this. I don't know, she whispered. I'm trapped. If I walk away, he destroys us. If I marry him, he destroys me. There was a knock on the door. 5 minutes to curtain, called the wedding planner cheerfully. Mariana took the folder back from me and hid it in her bouquet, the papers rustling against the white roses. It's time, she said, putting on her veil, hiding her dead eyes behind layers of tulle. Please, Julia, just walk with me. I wanted to scream. I wanted to burn the hotel down, but I walked with her. We walked down the grand staircase, through the lobby, to the doors of the ballroom that had been transformed into a cathedral for the ceremony. The music started. The bridesmaids went first, then me. I walked down that aisle feeling like I was marching to the gallows. Andre was at the altar, looking smug and handsome in his tailored tuxedo. He winked at me as I took my place. He thought he had won everything. Then the music swelled, the doors opened, and Mariana appeared on her father's arm. Her father, a broken man who smiled weakly, thinking he was doing the right thing by giving her away. Mariana walked slowly. Every step seemed painful. When she reached the altar, her father kissed her cheek and handed her to Andre. The priest began the ceremony. The words were a blur of traditional nonsense about love, honor, and obedience. I watched Mariana's knuckles turn white as she gripped her bouquet, gripped the evidence. And if anyone here present knows of any just cause why these two should not be joined in holy matrimony, speak now or forever hold your peace. The classic line. Usually just a formality. The silence in the room was expectant. Andre looked at the crowd with a daring smirk, challenging anyone to interrupt his victory. No one moved. I bit the inside of my cheek until it bled. I had promised her. I had to let her go. But then Mariana turned. She didn't look at Andre. She didn't look at the priest. She looked past them all, straight at me. Her eyes behind the veil were suddenly alive again. They were blazing with a desperate, terrified question. Are you sure? She was asking me. Are you sure you won't fight for me? And in that split second, I realized that love wasn't about wanting their happiness above your own. That was martyrdom. Love was about fighting for their freedom, even when they were too scared to fight for themselves. I wasn't going to let her jump off this cliff just because she was afraid of the fall. I stepped forward. My heel clicked loudly on the marble floor, breaking the sacred silence. I do, I said. My voice was clear, steady, and loud enough for the back row to hear. The entire room gasped. A collective intake of breath that sucked the air out of the massive hall. Andre whipped around, his smug mask dropping instantly to reveal the fury underneath. Excuse me? He hissed, low enough that only we at the altar could hear. What the hell do you think you're doing, Julia? I have a just cause, I said, ignoring him and looking directly at Mariana. The bride is being blackmailed. Renata in the front row stood up, screeching. Get her out of here. Security! But I didn't move. I walked right up to Mariana. Give me the bouquet, Marie. She hesitated for only a second before handing it to me. I reached inside the flowers and pulled out the manila folder. I held it up. This, I announced to the stunned congregation, contains proof that Andre orchestrated the financial ruin of Mariana's father in order to force this marriage. It's fraud, it's coercion, and it ends now. Andre lunged for me, but Mariana stepped between us, her heavy dress acting as a shield. She ripped off her veil and threw it on the floor. It's true, she said, her voice shaking but gaining strength with every word. She looked at her father in the front row. Dad, he set you up. I was marrying him to keep you out of jail, but I won't let him win. Not like this. Her father looked from Andre to the folder, realization dawning on his pale face. Andre was purple with rage. You stupid bitch, he sneered at me. You think that changes anything? I still have the originals. I can still ruin them. No, you can't, I said, pulling my phone from my sash. Because 5 minutes ago, while I was walking down the aisle, I emailed digital copies of everything in this folder to the federal prosecutor's office. It's done, Andre. The only one going to jail is you. It was a bluff, a massive, terrifying bluff. I hadn't emailed anything yet. I hadn't had time. But Andre didn't know that. He froze, the color draining from his face as he processed the possibility of his own destruction. The gamble worked. In the chaos that followed, Mariana's mother fainting, her father confronting Andre, the guests murmuring like a rising storm, Mariana grabbed my hand. "Did you really send it?" She whispered, her eyes wide. "Not yet," I whispered back, grinning wildly. "But I'm about to hit send right now." I tapped the screen. Now it was true. Mariana laughed. It was a sound of pure, unadulterated freedom, more beautiful than any wedding bell. She hiked up her massive white skirt, revealing sneakers underneath. She had always hated heels. "Run?" she asked. "Run," I confirmed. We didn't wait for the fallout. Hand in hand, we ran back down the aisle, past the shocked faces of the city's elite, past the screaming mother, past the ruined groom. We burst out of the ballroom doors into the bright afternoon sun. We were a mess, me in my overpriced lavender dress, her in a cloud of stolen white silk. But as we hit the pavement and kept running, I knew this was the only ceremony that mattered. We hadn't just stopped a wedding. We had started a life.